Alright, one side finished. It's too much light. So I'll start from the center and trim that some to where this would relax. Of course, the console is going to come over here and cover all this up. Trimmed a little further here, again, so it'll relax. So you want to work it around. I went by this as a guide, this hump, to make sure that was centered where it needed to be. Just make sure everything's falling in place from there. There's a molded area. I've seen a lot of these carpets put in crooked. So just start working it little by little. Again, you may have to trim up here some more than what we had marked. It did need an extra inch or so trimmed off from the center, and a good 3 or 4 inches off there. I removed this plastic piece and it's going up behind there. Relax cuts here. Before we even got to that, I'm sorry, I skipped. Again, working from the center down. This is my favorite tool. I've seen a lot of people poke these holes real big in the wrong spot and then put this is a seatbelt hole for the center seatbelt. So usually I will, before I put all these in place, these are here to hold the carpet once I get everything centered. But let me go on the other side and show you. So I can pick this carpet up, sneak my hand underneath, with my finger feel for the seatbelt hole, bolt hole, and then use my other hand, feel my fingernail on top, and then hold that spot, and then push my tool through, find the hole. There you go. And I'll leave that in there, and then I'll come back around later and trim a little 1/2 inch hole, cut the insulation out of there, and then put the seatbelt in. And then once we find that hole, the next one are the bolts right here for the seat tracks. Those. So I'll find that. Sometimes you can pop it through. If there's insulation on the back, you'll have to trim it a little bit and push it down. And I'll put that in place to hold the carpet. And moving out still from the center into the front one. And then come out, and we got a wire here for the electronics on the seat belt. So it had a big old X cut in the original carpet. I just put about a 2-inch slit and push the wire through there and make it out to here. Do the same thing for these track bolts. Pop them through, making sure everything's centered, lined up, sitting in the correct spot. I have to trim this. One more bolt here. Once we get to the very outer edge is another seatbelt bolt. So make sure this is right where it needs to be. And again, same tool. This one's easier because you can peek right under. You can feel for it and poke your hole. And I have to trim a little 1/2 inch hole again and put that bolt in place to hold it. And then come up here, trim all this. We're going to roll that up to where it needs to go and find how much we need to cut. And we can pull this back out. And I can take my scissors to it from this angle. I've noticed some of you can't use these big old scissors very good, so if you're not using scissors, and take your carpet knife, X-Acto knife, whatever. Be careful if you're using these. If you have a brand new blade, they'll get carried away. So yeah, be careful. Here we go. Let me get the other side up. Here's one more. These are the hooks for the bottom of the seat. Hooks in place. So to get these seats out, you push them back and up a little bit. Same thing to go in place. So I'll just cut a little H mark. That way, that way we can get to that, put the seat back in place. One other, kick panels. I'm going to sneak some of the carpet out from under the seat. There's usually an arch cut out cracked from under here anyways. I'm gonna use that scrap material for the kick panels. So, there you go. I've got headliner done, all trim, all plastic pieces freshly painted, sun visors done, everything cleaned. I have to do the dash next. I'm gonna get this carpet finished and the console back in. So I'll come back one more video with that finished. I'll give it some time. If y'all have any questions, I'll try to answer them on the last video. I'm sure I missed something. So, thanks for watching.